I'm Anil Kumar sharing with you solution of question number 20, page 492, advanced functions. This question is from the chapter on logarithmic equations. Now my students had difficulty with this and therefore I think it was going to help you also. The question here is, if half to the power of x plus y is equal to 16 and log to the base of x minus y of 8 is minus 3, calculate the values of unknown, that means x and y. So that is the question for you. You can pause the video, try it out, and then look into my suggestions. So our strategy here is, using these two equations, we'll get two different linear equations in the term of x plus y and x minus y. Once we have those two equations, we can solve for these variables, right? So that is a strategy. So let's begin by the first equation, which is half to the power of x plus y equals to 16. Now the idea is we should write 16 as a power of half. 16 is equals to 2 to the power of 4, right? How can you write it as a power of half? That is the question. So what we can do is, we can write this as x plus y equals to 2 to the power of minus 4. That is half, right? So I could write this as half to the power of minus 4. Do you get the idea? If I write half to the power of minus 4, you can see I get 16, correct? Minus will make it 2, right? So we get the same thing. So now, since I have the same base, I get my equation, which is x plus y equals to minus 4. So that is my first equation. Now let us work with the second given equation and find the second relation between x and y. Now in this case, we have log of x minus y of 8 equals to minus 3. So we can write, now 8 and 3 is to be related. How can we relate that? Well, first step is, let's write this as an exponential equation. So 8 will be equals to x minus y to the power of minus 3. Now 8 could also be written as a power of minus 3. We know 2 to the power of 3 is 8. So first let me write this as 2 to the power of 3, and to make it negative I could write this as half, right, to the power of minus 3. Is that okay? So that gives me the relation which I am looking for. Do you get the idea? So the whole thing is, either you match the base or you match the exponent, right? And then you get your equation. In this case, since my exponents are matched, I can say half is equals to x minus y. Do you agree with me? So we have got two different equations. One is x plus y equals to minus 4, and the other one, it is y, right? So one is, oh okay, it was 5 only. I wrote it wrong. It is y. Okay, let me just change this. So let me write nicely, x plus y equals to minus 4, and the other one is x minus y equals to half. So these are my two equations, and by elimination we can easily solve them, correct? If I add these two, what do I get? If I add, I get 2x equals to minus 4 plus half, right? So 2x equals to minus 8 plus 1 divided by 2. So we can write this as minus 8 plus 1 divided by 2, right? So that is minus 4 plus half, which is minus 7 over 2. So x value is equals to minus 7 over 4. So we get x. Now using one of these equations, we can also find y, correct? So what is y equals to? Y will be equals to, we can use 1 or 2. So in that case, let me just move on one more step here. So we have x as minus 7 over 4. Y could be equals to x minus half. So using this, we get y equals to x minus half, correct? Now x is minus 7 over 4, and I can write minus half as 2 over 4, correct? So that gives us minus 7 minus 2 as minus 9 over 4. So these are my two values of x and y, correct? So using these two values, we can actually, these are our solutions, but we should check whether these solutions work or not. Are they in the domain or not? So if I write x plus y, what do I get? And if I write x minus y, is this base positive or not? That is to be seen, right? Because the base cannot be negative. So let me check what is x minus y. Okay, so we'll just check x minus y is what. So for us, x is minus 7 over 4, and y is, we are checking x minus y is minus 9 over 4. So when you do this, you get minus 7 over 4 plus 9 over 4, and that is indeed 2 over 4 or half. So that is fine, correct? So if x minus y is half, then log to the base of half of 8 is indeed minus 3. So it works perfectly fine for us. Therefore, we have checked that the answer is correct, and now we can write down our answer. That is, x is equals to minus 7 over 4 and y is equals to minus 9 over 4. So that is how we can actually do it. See, we nearly did a mistake here. So it's a good practice to check your answer, and then you have time to go back and correct it, right? I hope that helps. Thank you and all the best.